You good? All right. Calling to order the Cuyahoga County Council regular meeting for Tuesday, April the 12th, 2006. Clerk, please call the roll.
Calling the roll, Mr. Jones.
Here.
Ms. Brown. Here. Mr. Hairston. Mr. Hairston is absent at the moment. Ms. Simon. Mr. Greenspan.
Here.
Mr. Miller.
Here.
Mr. Germana.
Here.
Mr. Gallagher.
Here.
Mr. Schron.
Here.
Ms. Conwell. Here. Council President Brady.
Here.
There is a quorum.
Thank you. Pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I have nothing for item 4 this evening. Are there any public comments related to the agenda?
Yes, there is, Mr. President. First, I'd like to acknowledge that Mr. Hairston is in attendance. The first speaker is Reverend Pinckney Butts.
Good evening. For your item number, first of all, I want to salute my dad this evening. Today is his birthday, and that is on the agenda, keeping my dad alive and well. Charles Jackson Pinckney, Edward Jackson Pinckney. Resolution number 48, the College Now Greater Cleveland financial efforts that are going forward. Will you please look in this project and see how many of these recipients are children that have gone through the process of foster care, and as well as some other aspects of life. Because I really feel like some of these young people are still getting short ends of the stick. Some of it's racially motivated, some of it's due to other dysfunctional aspects of the home, but I still feel like a lot of the young people are still being left out. And would you please review the books to see who is positively impacted by that? I see that you're planning to keep Attorney Moss on the RTA board, the Greater Cleveland Regional Transit Authority Board, and I have some challenges with the whole RTA process right now. This is not a personal attack on her, but those public hearings and those board members, as well as ours RTA, needs to be addressed. I was very insulted that they had people come to those meetings and I'm going to use this right now for an example, in black communities, and they would not answer the questions of the people who came to those meetings, but they had the police there to arrest them if they wanted to ask questions. I was very insulted that they're willing to take vehicles away from communities where they already don't have them and take vehicles away from poor people, black people, women, people who need them, then charge more money. And I'm very upset with RTA right now. I've been going there for years, long before I met you all, even when I was homeless going there. And when I asked them to increase a route, they're talking about terminating a route. But they won't go to Governor John Kasich and demand that he give them the money that he canceled and took from the Greater Regional Transit Authority and put it into the highways. One of the drivers stated to me, two of them have stated to me, they spend more money on cutting the grass on the highway than they put into our system. I'm very upset with every single one of those board members. And at the board meeting, I'm going to let them know that very clearly, that I don't like the oppression of the poor that they do. I don't like the fact that they don't even give bus passes to people who need them when they come out of prison, hospitals, or whatever, but they have police posted up to increase the incarceration rate. I'm going to address the other agenda items with you at another time, but we need to bring this to the table and address this because it's very, very serious. Thank you.
Thank you.
The next speaker is Mr. Dantes Taylor. Just the table right here. Okay.
My name is Dantes Taylor, and I am very disgruntled with RTA because they are trying to go up on our fare, and some of us just get a fixed income, just get month-to-month money that they can't, and they talking about $135 for a monthly bus pass. That is too much and too much to have for our pockets. And we need to find out how we can get the money from John Kasich. And we need to get the help from the city county council to help us with this.
Thank you. Anyone else?
No, Mr. President.
All right. I'd like to have a motion to approve the minutes for March 22nd, 2016 Committee of the Whole and March 22nd, 2016 regular meeting. So moved. Been moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed? The ayes have it. The minutes are approved. The council president has no announcements. Is there a message from the county executive?
Yes, thank you, Mr. President. First, we're 96 days away from the Republican National Convention, and as you all know, we're very excited about it. I think I've lost count of how many Republicans I've been welcoming in the last 6 months to Cleveland. Today,
Not enough.
what was that?
Not enough.
Today was a lunch for major funders of the RNC, and I'm pleased to say everything seems to be going very smoothly. Second, let me just mention that last week the U.S. Chamber of Commerce and business groups co-hosted a forum on healthcare, and it was held at the Global Center. It was great to see that the business community recognizes that healthcare is an integral part of economic development, which is something we've been talking about for some time. And finally, one last item, Say Yes to Education is a national nonprofit that partners with communities to help give every public high school graduate access to a college or other post-secondary scholarship. We're exploring with Say Yes the opportunity to become a Say Yes city and potentially bring the program here to Cleveland. And they're looking at us because it's a highly competitive program. They only select very few cities. Winning cities get $15 million and a lot of additional support. So we will keep you posted. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Legislation introduced by council, consideration of a resolution of council for first reading and referral to committee.
Resolution number 2016-0074, supporting the county's efforts to collaborate with members of the Aerozone Alliance.
And this will be referred to ED. Consideration of a resolution of council for third reading adoption.
Resolution number 2016-0048, making an award to College Now Greater Cleveland in the amount of $500,000 from the Cuyahoga County Educational Assistance Fund for Component 2 of the Cuyahoga County Educational Assistance Program for the period ending June 30, 2020. Additionally, council members Hairston and Conwell would like to be co-sponsors to this legislation.
Been seconded. Discussion?
Thank you, Mr. President. So this is component 2 of our Education Assistance Fund program, and we have started this. We started it in 2013 and have had 3 classes, 3 cohorts who've gone through and received scholarships from the county, and we have an 87% retention rate, which is extraordinary. College Now is doing phenomenal work with keeping these students in college, and they're doing that by way of having tutors and people to shepherd them through the system. So I encourage support of this and really look forward at some point to expanding this program, because when we really want to see change in our county, this is a place to start. We're keeping these students in school, and it's making a huge difference.
All right, thank you. All those in favor of the resolution say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Ayes have it. The resolution is adopted. Committee report and consideration of an ordinance of council for second reading.
Ordinance number 2016-0002, amending titles 4 and 5 of the Cuyahoga County Code to clarify the ethical rights, responsibilities, and prohibitions applicable to elected officials, employees, board members, contractors, and lobbyists of Cuyahoga County.
And this item will move to the April 26th council agenda for consideration for third reading adoption. Consideration of an ordinance of council for third reading adoption.
Ordinance number 2016-0008, amending section 202.18 of the Cuyahoga County Code to provide for creation and adoption of the county sustainability plan. Additionally, Councilmember Conwell would like to be a sponsor of this legislation.
Move to adopt.
Been moved and seconded. Any discussion?
Mr. Chairman. Mr. President and my colleagues, this ordinance builds on the work already underway by the Department of Sustainability to create an overall plan for their department's efforts. By creating a countywide sustainability plan and an ongoing planning process, we will ensure that sustainability will be a system-wide focus for the county, not just an effort of the Department of Sustainability. The planning process will also result in a broader range of efforts and wider community collaboration. In launching this planning process, we note and will make use of the excellent work of the City of Cleveland that they have done with their climate action plan, but our approach is even broader. There are major sustainability issues in addition to climate, deforestation, water scarcity, and loss of biodiversity, to name a few. And our hope is to contribute positive efforts on a broad range of concerns. I appreciate the help and support of Executive Armin Budish, Director Mike Foley, Chanel Smith, Councilwoman Sunny Simon, and Mike King, and ask for your support.
In favor, say aye. Aye. All those opposed? The ayes have it. Resolution is adopted. Legislation introduced by the executive. I need a motion to suspend the rules 9D and 12A.
Mr. President, I move to suspend the rules.
Second.
And seconded, any discussion? All those in favor of suspending the rules, say aye. Aye. All those opposed? The rules are suspended. Consideration of resolutions for first reading, adoption, or suspension of rules. We received word about 30 minutes ago that the administration has asked that this item be held at the request of the law department. Clerk, please read the next resolution.
Resolution number 2016-0076, approving a collective bargaining agreement between Cuyahoga County and Laborers International Union of North America, Local 860, representing approximately 200 employees in various classifications at the Fiscal Office and Board of Revision for the period January 1, 2016 through December 31, 2018, directing that funds necessary to implement the collective bargaining agreement be budgeted and appropriated.
Motion to adopt. Been moved and seconded. This item was discussed during the executive session earlier. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, the ayes have it. The resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 2016-0077, amending the 2016-2017 biennial operating budget for 2016 by providing for additional fiscal appropriations, for appropriation transfers, and for cash transfers.
Motion to adopt.
Seconded. Any discussion?
Mr. President, this is our weekly, our standard biweekly fiscal agenda. I have no items to comment on but one. Question number 2, which is an item under additional appropriations, just to draw council members' attention, this appropriation is for $5.4 million for the Summer Youth Employment Program, which we've enjoyed in the county. It's expected that we will employ, this funding will employ between 2,600 and 2,900 youth throughout the summer. Thank you. And I urge my colleagues' support.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed? The ayes have it. The resolution is adopted. Consideration of resolutions for first reading and referral to committee.
Resolution number 2016-0078, confirming the county executive's appointment of various individuals to serve on the Cleveland-Cuyahoga County Workforce Development Board for an unexpired term ending June 30, 2018, as printed on the agenda.
We'll refer this to the Human Resources, Appointments, and Equity Committee.
Resolution number 2016-0079, confirming the county executive's reappointment of Karen Moss to serve on the Greater Cleveland Regional Transit Authority Board of Trustees for the term March 1, 2016 through February 28, 2019.
This will also go to HR.
Resolution number 2016-0080, authorizing the transfer of real property located at East 79th Street and Hillside Road, Cleveland, also known as Hillside Community Park, permanent parcel number 124-29-010, to Burton Bell Car Development Incorporated.
This will be referred to the Community Development Committee.
Resolution number 2016-0081, making an award on requisition number 35911 to Youth Opportunities Unlimited in the amount not to exceed $5,659,912 for the temporary assistance to needy families summer youth employment program for the period May 1, 2016 through August 31, 2016.
Refer this to Health and Human Services. Committee reports and consideration of resolutions for second reading.
Resolution number 2016-0056, confirming the county executive's reappointment of various individuals to serve on the Western Reserve Area Agency on Aging Board of Trustees for the term January 1, 2016 through December 31, 2018, is printed on the agenda.
This item will move to the April 26th council agenda for consideration for third reading adoption.
Resolution number 2016-0063, authorizing a First Amendment to Agreement of Sublease with Ohio Department of Rehabilitation and Correction and consented to by Ohio Public Facilities Commission pertaining to the financing of a portion of the cost of the Cuyahoga County Community-Based Correctional Facility Project by changing the aggregate amount of project cost to be paid for or reimbursed from the Adult Correctional Building Fund from $10,800,000 to $10,842,265.
This item will also move to the 26th council agenda for consideration for third reading adoption. Committee reports and consideration of resolutions for second reading adoption under suspension of the rules. I'd like to have a motion to suspend the rules.
Mr. President, I move to suspend the rules.
Been moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor of suspending the rules say aye. Aye. All those opposed, the ayes have it. The rules are suspended.
Resolution number 2016-0051, confirming the county executive's appointment of Thomas D. Pristo upon his taking the oath of office as Director of the Department of Health and Human Services and declaring the necessity that this resolution become immediately effective.
Move to adopt. Second. Been moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed? The ayes have it. The resolution is adopted. Congratulations, Mr. Bristow, and I understand we're going to administer the oath.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Thomas D. Pristo,
I, Thomas D. Bristow,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support,
that I will support,
uphold,
uphold,
and defend
and defend
the Constitution of the United
the
States,
Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
and the Charter and laws
and the Charter and laws
of the County of Cuyahoga, Ohio.
and the county and the laws of Cuyahoga County, Ohio,
That I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
honestly,
honestly,
diligently,
diligently,
and impartially
and impartially
perform and discharge
perform and discharge
all of the powers and duties
all the powers and duties
incumbent upon me
incumbent upon me
as Director of Health and Human Services
as Director of Health and Human Services
in and for the County of Cuyahoga,
in the Florida County of Cuyahoga,
State of Ohio,
State of Ohio,
according to the best of my ability
according to the best of my ability
and understanding.
and understanding.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Resolution number 2016-0052, confirming the county executive's appointment of various individuals to serve on the Child Abuse and Child Neglect Regional Prevention Council of the Ohio Children's Trust Fund representing the Great Lakes region for an unexpired term ending December 31, 2017, as printed on the agenda.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Anything?
Yes, Mr. Chair. This is a new organization that have combined these two, so it's going to be a new committee. And just like to recognize that one of our own was appointed by the county executive, and that's Councilman Dale Miller, and as well as Robin Martin, our director for Family First Council. So the committee passed this without any problems. When asked the whole council to pass it.
Thank you. All those in favor
Mr.
say aye.
President?
I'm sorry. Councilman?
I'd like to be recorded as recused
Please,
for obvious reasons.
please record Councilman from recusing from supporting himself to an appointment for a committee. All right. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed? The ayes have it. The resolution is adopted. Congratulations, Councilman Miller.
Thank you.
All right. Next.
Resolution number 2016-0053, confirming the county executive's appointment of various individuals to serve on the Cuyahoga Arts and Culture Board of Trustees for various terms is printed on the agenda.
Move to adopt.
Been moved and seconded. Any discussion?
Yes, through the chair, just wanted to point out, I see Gwendolyn Garth here. I don't know if Mark is here, but just the difference between the two appointments. Gwendolyn Garth will be filling in for an unexpired term, which is a short period. So there's a lot when you get involved in the arts. And so hopefully that when her term expires, that they'll look at to reappointing her so she can really begin to work in the weeds, and the other gentleman will have a full term. So the committee would ask for passage.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed? The ayes have it. The resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 2016-0054, confirming the county executive's reappointment or appointment of various individuals to serve on the Cuyahoga County Corrections Planning Board for various terms is printed on the agenda.
Second. Mr. Chair, I'd like to introduce a proposed substitute for this one, if I may. It's in regards to item C. The individual on item C, he does not want to move forward, so we have to, that's what the proposed substitute is in regards, is to remove Paul Jersism, if I said his name right.
Pretty close. All right. The motion to for the substitute has been seconded. Is there any discussion on the proposed substitute? All those in favor of accepting the proposed substitute, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Substitute is adopted. Any further discussion? All those in favor of adopting this resolution on its merit as substituted, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The ayes have it. The resolution is adopted as substituted.
Resolution number 2016-0055, confirming the county executive's reappointment or appointment of various individuals to serve on the Tax Incentive Review Council for various terms is printed on the agenda.
Move to adopt.
Been moved and seconded.
There's no further
No
discussion.
further discussion. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it. The resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 2016-0064, authorizing an amendment to contract number CE 1500-375 with Turner Ozanne Joint Venture for design builder services for the Huntington Park Garage Rehabilitation Project for the period December 7, 2015 through December 2, 2016, to establish a guaranteed maximum price in the amount not to exceed $18 million.
Obviously, this was discussed during the committee of the whole. Move to adopt. Second. Been moved and seconded. Are there any, all those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed? The ayes have it.
Council President, I would like the record to reflect that I would like to recuse myself from the vote for any potential conflicts.
All right, the councilman would like to recuse herself.
Thank you.
The resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 2016-0065, making an award on requisition number 35947 to the C.A. Agresta Construction Company in the amount not to exceed $1,188,333.50 for 2016 Operations Resurfacing Program Group 1 located in various municipalities, authorizing the county engineer to make an application for allocation from county motor vehicle $7.50 license tax funds and said amount to fund said contract for the projects is printed on the agenda.
Been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? Councilman?
This is our committee, and we ask for support of all council members.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed? The ayes have it. The resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 2016-0066, making an award on requisition number 36083 to Chagrin Valley Paving Incorporated in the amount not to exceed $1,194,726.75 for 2016 Operations Resurfacing Program Group 3 located in various municipalities, authorizing the county engineer to make an application for allocation from county motor vehicle $7.50 license tax funds and set amount to fund said contract for the projects as printed on the agenda. Additionally, Councilmember Brown would like to be a sponsor to this legislation.
Adopt.
Been moved and seconded.
Mr. Chairman, this has also been heard in Public Works, and we recommend passage.
Say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, the ayes have it. Resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 2016-0067, making an award on requisition number 36387 to the James B. Oswald Company in the amount not to exceed $803,634 for professional healthcare consultant services for the period April 15, 2016 through April 14, 2019.
Move to adopt.
Second. Any discussion?
Mr. Chair, I'd like to add a proposed substitute. Would you like to say something, Councilman?
No? Okay.
Proposed substitute, I'd like to make a motion in regards to the amount $803,634. There's a change. It's actually lower, so we need to accept the proposed amendment. It would be currently $659,089 for the healthcare consultant.
Okay. It's been motion to accept the substitutes and first has been made and seconded. Any discussion on the proposed substitute? Hearing none, all those in favor of accepting this proposed substitute, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, ayes have it. The proposed substitute is passed. Any further discussion? All those in favor of adopting the resolution on its merits as substituted, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, the ayes have it. The resolution is adopted on its merits as substituted.
Resolution number 2016-0068, authorizing an agreement with Cuyahoga County District Board of Health in the amount not to exceed $914,124 for the newborn home visiting program for the Invest in Children program for the period January 1, 2016 through December 31, 2017. Additionally, Councilwoman Simon would like to be a sponsor on this legislation.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion?
In committee, and this is a good program through Invest in Children, and we contract with the Board of Health to provide a visit to newborn moms with newborns of low income and teenage moms. This used to be universal until the state cut funding, and Invest in Children was determined to maintain part of the program. So it's really helpful because this ties the moms into other services if needed.
President.
Renee?
Councilman Brown would like to have her name added. Councilman Miller.
And I would also like to have my name added, please.
All right, please add Councilman Miller's name to the resolution. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, the ayes have it. The resolution is adopted.
Just for clarification, that's Simon, Brown, and Miller, correct? And Conwell. Who else? Okay, thank you. Resolution number 2016-0069, making awards on requisition number 36215 to various providers in the total amount not to exceed $5,700,000 for various services for Cuyahoga Tapestry System of Care for the period March 1, 2016 through December 31, 2018, for the services and the providers and in the amounts as printed on the agenda.
Mr. Chairman, we have a proposed substitute on page 164. It provides to correct the awarded amounts. There was, the dollar amounts were incorrect. So the proposed substitute has the correct amounts. I'd like to introduce that proposed substitute.
Second the motion.
Motion.
Any discussion on the proposed substitute? None. All those in favor of accepting the proposed substitute, say aye. All those opposed, the ayes have it. The substitute is passed. Any further discussion? Adopt. All those in favor of adopting the resolution on its merits as substituted, say aye.
Excuse me, Council President Brady, we don't have a motion and a second for that.
I make a motion to accept the.
Second.
Seconded. All those in favor of adopting the resolution on its merits as substituted, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. The resolution is adopted as substituted.
Resolution number 2016-0070, authorizing an agreement with Cuyahoga County Prosecutor's Office in the amount not to exceed $2,348,203 for legal services for the period January 1, 2016 through December 31, 2016.
Adopt.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Any discussion?
And Mr. Chairman, this contract provides legal services for children served by the Department of Children and Family Services. And I ask for approval.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, the ayes have it. Resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 2016-0071, authorizing a revenue-generating cooperative partnership agreement with Cuyahoga County Board of Developmental Disabilities in the amount not to exceed $1,350,000 for eligibility, evaluation, and supportive services for the period January 1, 2016 through December 31, 2018.
Move to adopt.
Been moved and seconded. Any discussion?
And Mr. Chairman, this is a reimbursement agreement between the Board of DD and the Department of Children and Family Services. It's regarding services provided for children up to the age of 21 with developmental disabilities. And I ask for your approval.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, the ayes have it. The resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 2016-0072, authorizing a contract with Point Blank Solutions Limited in the amount not to exceed $3 million for software maintenance, monitoring, and support services for the Justice Matters and DocuPoint case and document management systems for the period February 29, 2016 through February 28, 2021.
Motion to adopt.
Been seconded. Any discussion, Councilman?
And this item was heard in committee. This is a standard contract for the prosecutor's office, and for the Court of Appeals, and I urge my colleagues' support.
Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, the ayes have it. Resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 2016-0073, authorizing a contract with InfoPro Computer Solutions in the amount not to exceed $510,000 for information technology services for the Buckeye Case Management and Computer Network Systems for the period April 1, 2016 through March 31, 2019.
Move to adopt.
Seconded. Moved and seconded. Any discussion? None. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed, the ayes have it. The resolution is adopted. Committee reports and consideration of ordinances for second reading.
Ordinance number 2016-0004, enacting section 503.08 of the Cuyahoga County Code to expand the Small Business Enterprise Program to allow small business set-asides.
This item will move to the April 26th council agenda for consideration for third reading adoption.
Ordinance number 2016-0005, enacting sections 503.02 to 503.07 of the Cuyahoga County Code to expand the Small Business Enterprise Program.
This item will also move to the 26th council agenda for consideration for third reading adoption.
Ordinance number 2016-0006, enacting chapters 507 and 508 of the Cuyahoga County Code to establish the county's risk management procedures and performance bond and insurance requirements.
And this item will also move to the council agenda for April the 26th for consideration for third reading adoption.
And ordinance number 2016-0007, enacting chapter 510 of the Cuyahoga County Code to establish the Cuyahoga County Business Economic Inclusion Program.
And this item will also move to the 26th for the council agenda consideration for third reading adoption. Miscellaneous committee reports. Anybody want to have something for that today?
Human Resources Appointment and Equity will meet on April 19th, regular time, 10 a.m.
Anybody else?
Mr. Chairman, the Health and Human Services Committee is scheduled to meet on April 20th at 1 p.m. We'll have a presentation on Moms Quit for Two. It's geared at helping mothers who are pregnant to stop smoking.
Mr. Chair, Community Development will meet Monday, April 18th to hear the item that was referred today.
Environmental Education meets April 20th at 3 o'clock to discuss some of the measures at the sewer district for environmental programs.
Economic Development will meet on May 4th, or May 2nd.
All right. Anybody else? All right. Any miscellaneous business?
Mr. President.
Councilman?
Just wanted to invite my colleagues, April 20th, 7 p.m., the North Olmsted Public Library, Town Hall meeting, and Director Harris from Consumer Affairs will provide an explanation to those who in attendance on the good work of the Consumer Affairs Department.
Anybody else?
Mr. Chairman, I'd just like to take a moment just to share with the community that there will be a community meeting in Maple Heights at the Milkovich Middle School, April 14th at 6:30. And this meeting is to discuss the closing of the Jobs and Family Services site in the Maple Heights Southgate Plaza and its transition to another location. So the community is very concerned, and those who would like to be in attendance, this is an opportunity. April 14th at 6:30, Milkovich Middle School.
Anyone else? Any public comment unrelated to the agenda?
Yes, Mr. President. First up is Reverend Pinckney Butts.
Good evening, once again. For those in the room who don't know me, my name is Reverend Pamela M. Pinckney Butts, and I'm currently a presidential candidate for the United States of America for the 2016 election. And my name keeps being left off of the ballot purposely. I wasn't even going to say what I'm about to say, but I'm very insulted that you just installed Thomas Pristo over any concerns for this county after I've brought to you and poured out my heart to you. And I know I don't talk to deaf ears. I'm currently suing him for the behavior of his employees. And that's a slap in my face. And to you, Councilwoman Conwell, who never one time has taken me seriously, I currently live under these adverse conditions. I wasn't even going to do this until I saw that this evening, when my mailbox is broken into. Because I went to the Department of Children and Family Services for help. I went to the police for help. How dare you make mockery of me? How dare you act like when I come here and speak, it doesn't matter? How dare you laugh me off as if I'm insignificant? How dare you allow judges, doctors, lawyers, and preachers to make a mockery of me? How dare you allow anyone to go to the media, the press, or any other platform and refer to me as a dog in a manger who was recently released from a mental health facility, making mockery of who I am in Jesus Christ? This is not funny. My faith is what's kept me. I didn't have drugs when I lived in a garage. I didn't have alcohol, tobacco, or a gun. I had my faith. How dare you act like when I come here it doesn't matter? I live on a floor right now where the planks are giving in, where the landlord has nails sticking through the floor. I live under the terms and conditions of being harassed by my city councilman, Jeffrey Johnson, who harasses me. How dare you? I came here genuinely. I've never harassed anyone in this meeting. You all have blocked me from receiving my emails. I don't care about your clock because the time has run out. I'm tired of filing lawsuits. I want to live. How dare you insult me and make a joke out of me?
Anybody else?
Yes, Mr. Dantes Taylor.
If I need to sue you all, I will. How dare you? And you let people throw me off of buses?
Okay, here's the speaker right here.
Hello, my name is Dantes Taylor, and I come to the city council because I have a project that I do for kids, and it's a project, and it's my 15th annual Gospel Fest Explosion, and it's where I do try to raise money to start. I'm trying to raise money to start a camp for kids that have XP. That's kids that are allergic to the sun, cannot be around fluorescent lights, UV rays, and cigarette smoke, and you can go deaf or you can go blind from this disease. And I am looking to seek the support of the city council for this great event that I am having. I've been having this 15 years, and I am seeking the help of the county council.
Thank you very much.
And it's the 15th annual Gospel Fest Explosion 2016. And it will be at Grace Temple Missionary Baptist Church at 1003 Reno Avenue on Sunday, June the 26th, 2016. And it starts at 2, dinner starts at 2:30, and program starts at 4. And I'm seeking the help of the city council.
Any other public comment unrelated to the agenda?
Yes, Don Bryant.
Good evening, thank you. I'm with the Greater Cleveland Civil and Human Rights Coalition, and a point was raised at our RNC response workshop we had over the weekend, and I agreed with this point. And the point was, how is the Mayor Jackson and Cuyahoga Executive, Mr. Budish, and the council allowing this RNC, this Republican National Conventions, to come into Cleveland spewing racism and hate? And we know it's about the money, but I think the buck should stop before they get here. It's unspeakable how we could allow this in Cleveland in 2016. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there any other public comment unrelated to the agenda?
No, Mr. President.
All right, a report by the clerk on legislation withdrawn at the request of sponsors.
Yes, council members, the two pieces of legislation that are noted on your agenda have been withdrawn at the request of the administration.
All right, so done.
I think they have somebody that want to come up.
Is there someone who wants to address? The administration wants to address? Are you signed in?
I did not sign it.
Would you sign in after you finish?
I promise.
All right.
Thank you. Good evening, Council. My name is Kent Whitley. I'm with Next Gen Climate. I come here and to thank you for your sign-on letter. I really appreciate that, for the support of 50 by 30. And to the individuals that did not sign, I hope I can sit down and talk to you, and we can engage each other intellectually on the subject of clean energy and clean power. Testing, 1, 2. Can you hear me? All right, good. I just want to go over just a few things of Next Gen Climate. Our charge is 50% clean energy by 2030. It is a ambitious goal, but it's one we feel that we can achieve. More importantly, there are 89,000 Ohioans working in 7,200 clean energy jobs as we speak. Our main charge is this is a nonpartisan issue, Democrat or Republican. There's been plenty of polls out that show that 80% of Ohioans support clean energy and clean power. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. Anybody else?
No, Mr.
Hearing
President.
none, is there a motion to adjourn? So moved. All those in favor say aye. Ayes have it. The council's adjourned.